Alright, you be fine, how are you?
Morning wash. And look at this.
That's a pretty good place. What do you make of this place, you little thing?
Brilliant. And you can just about make out Ireland.
Tell us what's happening here, you be thing.
What about Guy having his morning wash outside by the beach?
No, what we're going to be doing today.
We're going to make our way up now to Campbeltown for some breakfast.
Alright.
This is Campbeltown. And the weather's brilliant. Just been speaking to the lifeboat people, asking them what the conditions will be like for kayaking tomorrow to Davar, and they say should be fair. So this is the wee picture house in Campbeltown, and it was opened in 1913, and I think it's still a theatre now. And this is the Burnett building, which used to be a public library and museum. The Memorial Garden is dedicated to the memory of Linda McCartney, who did so much for her beloved Kintyre. Wow. This is a really nice monument called Row Row, and it's a sculpture by George Wiley. So this is a very grand building. This is a lovely church.
We have just walked in to an old church. Right, we've got a whole place to ourselves. Oh, hello, you wee thing, how are you? Oh, what's this you found? This looks very interesting. Could you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Yeah, this bell was cast in about 1638.
Round about that time?
Yeah.
Circa 1638?
Yes, and it really is a remnant from the old Gaelic church. However, I think when it was cast, it was meant for the church in Rossi, which was actually a cathedral.
All right, okay.
And I know all of that because I'm reading the newspaper cuttings.
Sure. Any of you folk from Australia or New Zealand or anything like that, look at that. Look at that. This was before your country was even developed, right? Now, as much as I love Australia, New Zealand, any of that stuff, I'm sorry guys, you don't have any of this stuff. Am I right or am I right?
You're absolutely right.
1634?
Come on.
That is mental.
Campbeltown in its day, I think, would have been quite affluent. Some really grand buildings. Castle Hill Mansions. So this is built on the site of what was Lochhead Castle, which used to be which was built in 1609 by Archibald Campbell. Wow, this church is really something. It's actually the Heritage Centre now, but unfortunately it's closed today, but it's only run by volunteers. One of the volunteers turned up, so we've managed to get into the Heritage Centre.
Absolutely.
Wow, what is that?
This is where the cooper would operate, and the barrels and that kind of stuff, you know.
And look at all the dangerous tools.
Absolutely.
A wee house.
That's great.
Oh wait, they've got the wee closet bed. It's a good little museum.
That's the Burnett building. I was the manager in there.
Where in
Aye, I was the manager in there.
So what was that then?
That was and it's still the council offices.
Ah, right, okay.
Now round the back, there's Lizzie McCartney Garden.
Wow, look at this old close. It is amazing. Look at the stairwell. Look at that. Oh wow, look at the roof up there, it's all falling in. And if you want something to eat when you come to Campbeltown, Cafe Bluebell, really, really nice. And it's right opposite the front. Brilliant. Okay, we've just had our lunch and we're now going to go for a walk round to the left of the bay. And there's Davar Island. And it's high tide at the moment, so there's no causeway. So we're going to come back at about 5 o'clock and see if we can walk across. So we're following this little path along the shore towards the island, and the smell of wildflowers is beautiful. And Guy is skimming as usual. Scotland. But this is Campbeltown, and we're having a really lovely day, a tour of the town, and now we're doing a wee coastal walk. It's not very far, and then just behind me is Davar Island.
Alright, do you want to tell us a bit about that place?
Davar Island is a causeway island,
Oh,
so
right.
at low tide you're able to walk onto the island, which
Oh,
we're going
really?
to do tonight about 5 o'clock.
Oh, great. Why 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock is the low tide.
Ah, so then.
Oh, that was quite good.
Are you impressed, you think?
I'm impressed. Right through the middle, I can actually see Paddy's Milestone. So we're doing the shore walk that's leading down to McCriggan's Point, which is a conservation area. And we're now getting really good views of the island. And if I pan right round, just up there on the left, we're starting to get views of Arran. So we've left the path because it was becoming less well defined and much more muddy, and we're going to try and go around by the rocks instead. Oh, what a view! Right over there you can see Arran and all the mountains.
Camera.
And then over there is Davar Island, and right the way round to Campbeltown.
Yes.
Well, I think we've probably walked quite a distance from Campbeltown, more than I thought we were going to do,
So,
but the views are brilliant.
shall I pan in and take in the panorama for your viewers? Oh, it's pretty good, you think? Pretty good.
The views are well worth it. Not another person in sight. Got it all to ourselves. It's time to head back, or we'll miss the tide if we're going to cross the causeway.
Okay.
Back from our walk. Quite a long walk too, more than we expected. And we're sitting out in the sunshine with mango and orange smoothies.
Homemade.
Homemade. Right next to the van. We're setting off on another walk, and this time we're going to try and walk over the causeway over to Davar Island. All along here there's stranded lion's mane jellyfish. It's a little baby one. You can see the tide has gone right out. Oh wow, look, even more of them. They're huge. They're everywhere we look. It's quite hard to believe that all of this would normally be under the sea. Wow, that is enormous. Just to give you an idea,
Look at Ailsa Craig and the rainbow.
there's my foot just over there. Ailsa Craig, or Paddy's Milestone, and the camera won't pick it up very well, but there is the most beautiful rainbow right over it. This is us now on Davar Island. This way to the cave paintings. So I think it's been great up until here, walking on grass, but I think from this point round it's going to be scrambling over boulders. That's the second cave. Just a bit further hopefully. There's another cave in there, but that's not it. So further on yet. Oh, we think this might be the cave. Wooden cross at the door might be a bit of a hint.
I believe we're just at the cave entrance where there's reputedly, we've not seen it yet, there's supposed to be a picture of, what is it again?
Jesus being crucified on the cross.
No way. Are you going to guide us into the cave entrance? Okay, let's go then, you little thing.
The green is just really luminous. We're inside the cave on Davar Island, and this is the cave where Jesus was painted on the crucifix.
There it is, you think?
What is it you can see? Oh wow. You can't. There's Guy going to explore further inside the cave, which is really wet.
There's two ways out of the cave, isn't there?
Yeah.
The big entrance and the little entrance.
Yeah, one's down there. Can you see it?
I can see it, you wee thing.
Right, time to head back to the causeway. Don't want to get trapped on here overnight, that's for sure.
What do you think of it? It's pretty good, is it not?
So that's us just left all the pebbles and rocks, so now it's a nice walk back on the grass and then find the path back across the causeway. The tide is coming in, so it is getting narrower.
Alright, you walk thing, do you want to tell us what's going on, please?
Yep, this is our last leg.
Alright.
We're now back onto the causeway and we're going to follow these vehicle tracks across to the mainland.
So I take it that's Davar that we're leaving.
Davar,
That's the mainland over there.
and that's the mainland over
And you
there.
can lead the way. How fast is the tide coming in exactly, you little thing?
Oh, we've still got enough time.
Oh, that's good. Shall we stop and have a picnic?
Well, you can stop and have a picnic, but I'm going back to the van and have a picnic. It took us about an hour and a half approximately to walk across the causeway, round the island and round to the cave. And thank goodness we're back now
Are you whacked?
at my saviour. I'm really tired. And there's the van.
Great, you wee thing, great.